My name is Peter Alson. I'm a writer. I live in New York City, and I have spent just about parts of every summer of my entire life in Provincetown, and have connections of all sorts through my family. My uncle has owned several houses here, including the one that I'm sitting in right now. And this house I have had occasion to visit at various times with owners other than my uncle possessing it, including let's see, when Beverly took it over from him, and his ex-wife Beverly, and then years later when Monica Lewinsky was renting it, and I knew her through other friends, and but my memory of this, when the summer that I was 12, and I was here as Norman's houseboy. I spent the entire summer here, and my cousins Danielle and Betsy were staying here also, as were Michael and Stephen, who at the time were 2 and 4. So I wound up being their babysitter mostly. And every morning, Norman would, no matter what had happened the night before, how heroically he'd been drinking, would make his way upstairs to the attic. There's a narrow staircase there, and then there's a trap door that you go through. And once that trap door slammed shut, that was our signal that we were not to disturb him for the rest of the day, and he would be up there. For me, as a young, I was 12. I hadn't yet set my sights on a writing career, but already it was somehow filtering into my unconscious that this was how, as a writer, you approach the work, that you needed to shut yourself off and not be disturbed, and he would be up there often until 9 o'clock at night, and I understood very quickly how much work was involved in being a writer.